I want to hear about like you say Soulja Slim was your Celly. Y'all was in the same cell together.
Right. Me, him, Tank, and dude they called Wimpy. Four in the cell.
Four in the cell.
That's right.
When he came in, y'all had already been there.
Been knowing him.
But y'all had already been and locked up.
Yeah, we was there before him. He came in, we was already there.
What was his energy like? And what was the conversation? Give me some conversation.
Well, you know, when he seen us, man, you know me from the streets. What's that, baby? Love, you know.
Wow. What sticks out that he said to you during that time when that, because it was a long time ago, but what sticks out? Like, think back.
That charge that they had him on a murder and attempt murder.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Okay.
You heard me? Slim more like, man, I ain't got time. Come on, Slim, bro. Come on, bro. You know.
Basically, you see him, y'all want him to rap, y'all trying to get him to go in.
Every day.
But he don't want to do it. How long did that go on?
Man. If you took this thing about a week or something, man.
You was in there too.
This is my brother.
He was your Celly at the time.
I went to middle school. I went to middle school with him. I'm real childhood partners with him. I'm real childhood partners with him. Y'all know him as Soulja. We know him as Magnolia Slim.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I
mean? Right.
But that's what he is. He a soldier. He like me and him. He like Kunta. He a soldier. 10 toes down. You know, but like he said, dudes wanted to hear this Magnolia Slim on the tip, man. He's a legend, a local legend.
So y'all both was like, we got to hear this.
You about to go home. You ain't gonna sit 60 days. You know, we got the 60-day rules. Ain't nobody, you know, they don't pick the charges up. You know, we out of here. You about to go home. They ain't got nothing on you, man. We need a concert on this tip, man. On that type of level. Nigga not like, you know, Kunta made him about to beat him up and make him rap or nothing. No, we need to hear you, man. You Magnolia Slim. Yeah, before you go home, we need you rapping on this till. We need a concert. You tripping. And then they had 3 more dudes out the city out the night wall. What their name is? Graveyard Soldiers. So we needed a concert on the tip. Y'all saying y'all can mess with Soulja, y'all can mess with Magnolia Slim. Slim, they got 3 dudes over here, the Graveyard Soldiers. Oh, and he cranked it. That's how that went.
Yeah. Wow.
That's how that went. Slim
gave us that.
So when Kunta finally was able to say, hey, man.
Right, Slim in front of the cell. I'm in the cell with him. Slim like, man, you got the rap, baby. You got to give us something.
And then what Kunta said?
Yeah, he in front of the cell. I'm in the cell with him. You got the rap. You got to give us something, baby, before you go home. You about to go home.
And what did he say?
Man, you know I don't like, look. If Slim wasn't a rapper, he'd have been a comedian, man.
Yeah.
I know him for real. If he wasn't a rapper, see, if he was in his room right now, you have all us laughing right now, man. That's who Slim is.
Wow.
That's who he is.
So in that day when he rapped, how long did he rap for?
He cut up. You see, every local hit he ever had, he cut up.
He did everything.
Right. Made the other dudes that rap don't even want rap.
Yeah, they kind of like gracefully bowed out.
He shut after Kunta had talked to him. So Kunta, when he came to your cell, he said, hey, man, come on, man, you got to give us something.
You got to do something. It's been quiet since you've been on the ticket. Yeah. And
that was the first time Kunta really just spoke to him about it.
But he been on him too. Like, I know him. He been on him too.
But that day, what made it different? Kunta had never said.
He about to go.
He about to go home. He about to go.
Yeah, like I said, we've been sweating him hard already. You know, every time I talk to him, like, Slim, come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Go get on with that, bro. Man, come on, bro. Get us a few, like, just a few balls or whatever like that. Man, I don't be really, you know. Slim, what's that, bro?
You know how to do all that, bro. He really like us. He just not
he a real street nigga for real.
He's a street dude.
So you know how it was then. Was different than what it is now. You know, because, you know, if you're a real street nigga, you don't really want to be a rapper too.
Rapper and all that.
So, you know, it's like, you know, I can rap, but I ain't really no rapper. Don't be pulling up on me talking about
the time homie.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But like Kunta and him, I know you said Kunta was a soldier and Slim was a soldier. You know, like during this time though, these 2 young soldiers, 2 young bulls.
Right.
You know, and it was a mutual respect.
Right. It was all love.
All love.
You know, Slim come down there, you know. Chilled out hat to him because he was a stand-up guy for real.
When Slim went home, when Magnolia Slim went home, he put his name in the rap. He put his fall.
He did. He put their name in the rap.
He put a few dudes' name in the rap because he messed with them dudes.
Chucky got that Angola when he come up there. What he come doing? When he got that come up to Camp J,
looking for us.
Right.
He looking for us.
He's a stand-up guy for real. You know. During that time, in that parish right there, during that time, you had to be a stand-up guy. I didn't care who you was or where you was from.
If you had 11, you had to be 11 too.
Yeah, you had to. You know, and he was a stand-up guy.
Let me go in.
This guy right here, I ain't giving him no props, trying to prop him up too much. Listen, he's a legend. They got a titty called B1 in the OPP, the Old Parish Prison. B1. Cool. Get all out of tears. You gonna hear his name right here. Kunta gave him.
Wow.
Right there.
I want to hear about like you say Soulja Slim was your Celly. Y'all was in the same cell together.
Right. Me, him, Tank, and dude they called Wimpy. Four in the cell.
Four in the cell.
That's right.
When he came in, y'all had already been there.
Been knowing him.
But y'all had already been and locked up.
Yeah, we was there before him. He came in, we was already there.
What was his energy like, and what was the conversation? Give me some conversation.
Well, you know, when he seen us, man, you know me from the streets. What's that, baby? Love, you know.
Wow. What sticks out that he said to you during that time when that, because it was a long time ago, but what sticks out? Like, think back.
That charge that they had him on a murder and attempt murder.
Okay.
And it was him and a fall partner. His fall partner was across from you, which was in cell 3, right? Yeah. On the left. I was in cell 2 on the left. His fall partner was in cell 3 on the left. He was kind of leery of his fall partner because he didn't know how, you know, but he ain't did the charge. Yeah. You know, he told us out the gate, man, that ain't my work, you know. But he was leery of his fall partner, you know. Wow. He didn't know how that was going to turn out. But as time went on, you know, it worked out. You know, it worked out
better for him.
You know, yeah.
So during time with him, he never had no issues with nobody because he was Soulja Slim.
Soulja, he ain't gonna do too much rapping unless guys like us try. Come on, Soulja, baby, you gotta give us something. Yeah, you know. But he's gonna have you laughing all day on the tip, man. He's gonna have you. Like I say, if he wasn't a rapper, he'd have been a comedian. He's a clown.
Wow. So how long would you say y'all was locked up in cells together?
What was thinking about 50 days? 50 days, right?
I think somewhere, because during that time, you'll do like 60 days, and if they don't accept your charges,
you go home.
You go home.
Like 50, something like that. Yeah, he was on a murder attempt.
Wow. So when you look back just at the time, and I want to really go back into your backstory before we get to like what you end up going to prison. Right. How old was you when you went?
When I come to jail, I was 15.
You were 15?
15 years old.
Damn, they get y'all young down there.
Man, look. And they lied on me.
Man, look.
That's not 15?
Man, look.
How did you, when you seen him at 15?
Listen. I come out my cell, and I see him in a cell. I had to do a double take. I'm walking past, I come back. I'm like, man, how old you is? Nigga, what you worry about that for? Yeah. Oh, that's the Chuck. That's what I was telling you about. I said, all right, that's it right there.
You told him that's the Chuck.
Yeah.
Ain't all that shit in there.
Because he don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, who? Who that brother that shit? How you get in here? And he's going off. I'm like, man, sit down.
Little.
Yeah, he was real small.
Wasn't even 100 pounds, 90 pounds, 90 pounds.
Don't miss this, because a lot of people miss the narrative. They'll go look. He's from Uptown.
Mid-City, baby.
It's still.
It's the third wall, though. It's the third wall, but it just ain't Uptown, because you got to cross the bridge to be from Uptown. But it's the third wall, but I'm from Mid-City before you cross the bridge.
What the hell?
In between downtown and uptown.
Let's go back to being 15. I got to get to why would you end up being targeted at 15 and thrown into jail and then prison?
The police that I forget the guy's name, but we call him Shorty on the streets. He had something personal against me.
It had to be. You 15.
That's what this charge was all about. The charges I was on, it was personal.
It made me think of that movie that Denzel was in. I know it tripped y'all, you know, where he was a boxer and they kept this one guy just did not like him. It was like that.
Just like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.